Yo, what's up guys, I'm back, got a review for you. This time we have this 90 rated Morientes card. Now I actually wanted to use his base hero just before this came out, so I thought it's a perfect opportunity, and since I got him on loan, it was a win-win situation really. Now on stats, he's 6'1", got the high medium work rates with the 4-star skills and the 4-star weak foot. Now his preferred foot obviously is that right foot. Now, on alternative positions, he can only play the striker and the centre forward, which is a little bit unfortunate in my opinion, just allows him to have no variety, which obviously when you got a couple of strikers in your team, that's a little bit annoying. Now, on stats, he's got the 85 pace, the 91 shooting, the 78 passing, the 85 dribbling, and the 88 physical. So, on paper, looks like quite a nice striker. Now, I decided to go with Hunter Chem style just to boost up that passing and pace and the shooting up a little bit more. I feel like that was what was recommended on Footbin, so I decided to go with that. Now, on player traits, he's got the chip shot, the power head, which is quite nice. He's got the first touch, and he also has gold aerial, which is a very OP one this year. Now, I would know because I played that 6'7" striker in my Pro Clubs team, and it is a very, very, very lethal one. But if you do enjoy the review or want to see more, please do subscribe. It generally does mean a lot to my channel, and I'll see out the positives and negatives. Peace. So, on to my other thoughts about the card then. Now, if you don't know how the segment works, I pretty much say what's good, what's bad about the card, what you should and what you shouldn't do, just so you utilise this card as much as possible. Now, to kick it off, we got the 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Now, although he's not the most agile of cards, that 4-star skills is always nice to have just in case. Obviously, you're not going to be using too much because you're going to be using it to like pass it off and then get it in his air to him and stuff like that. But it is obviously a nice attribute to have. Now, the 4-star weak foot is actually really, really nice. This card, both feet were very, very deadly because he has very high composure and very high finishing. So those combined just go really, really nicely, and he's a very deadly finisher. Now, the pace me was actually surprisingly good. Now, this is why I went with the Hunter Chem style, because I've seen a lot of people on foot been using it with it, and honestly, I'm not surprised. He's really, really fast on it. Obviously, that's when he gets going, because he's not going to be the fastest off the mark, because he hasn't got to get quick step or anything like that. But with that being said, he is actually surprisingly fast for what his card says he is. Now, one of the standout points for me is his shooting. Very, very deadly. Attack precision is really good. Shooting's really good. Shot power is amazing. Composure is really good. He doesn't have any playstyles, which is a little bit odd in my opinion, as in like the finesse shot Trivela. He also has chip shot, but that's very situational. But the main ones he doesn't particularly have, but it doesn't really matter. He scores pretty much most chances he's put on a plate for. Now, the passing for me, he'd do the simple 1-2s like that because he's got good vision and short pass, but anything more than that and you're pushing this card beyond his capabilities, really. I just feel like you need to keep it simple. He's a striker, he's not a cam. Honestly, as long as you do the simple 1-2 passing, you can win with this card. Now, the agility for me, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. I didn't particularly struggle to twist and turn them, but obviously when you got these press-heavy meta cards this year, which a lot of people use, you need to be careful because he's 6'1", and obviously with 79 agility, he's not unagile, don't get me wrong, but he's not particularly agile, so you just need to be careful a lot of times. Now, the composure, as we talked about, is really good. The reactions are also really good. The ball control, it's also a very good stat about him. He didn't seem to like have any wrong touches considering he is quite tall. Now, this is one of his better attributes. The physicals. 94 jumping, 98 head accuracy with aerial plus and power header must be a cheat code, especially at 6'1". You normally have like people like Kelly Smith will have power header and aerial, but it's pointless because she's 5'6". But 6'1" with them stats, he is pretty much the perfect target man in that sense. But as you've seen in some of the clips, I didn't really use him as that as such. I used him to bounce off Joe Cole quite nicely, and when you do have a striker of that caliper with like the quick step plus or rapid plus or anything like that, you can definitely utilize this card very, very nicely. Now, the stamina, you're going to have him on keep forward. Like, he's not a comeback player at all. Have him on stay forward as a striker, and he will last you all game and extra time. Now, the strength as well is also a very nice part about this card. He won't get pushed off the ball very easily, so when you use that pace to get through on goal, and that sprint speed obviously is quite rapid, he's not going to get pushed off even by the Van Dijks and the Canates, etc. So on to the fun part of you, the easy part, it's the overall scores. Now if you don't know how the segment works, I pretty much rank each individual stats, so you've got pace, shooting, passing, etc. and a score out of 10, just so you're getting a good understanding of the card, and they also give an overall score and also a value of coins. Now, first meet is the pace. Now if he had like a rapid or a quick step, as well as what his pace is, I would give it more like a 8.5, but I do think it's an 8 out of 10. He's not slow at all. He will outpace a lot of players surprisingly. But obviously, there is these fast centre-backs, fast full-backs, which will be able to outpace him, unfortunately. Now, the shooting for me, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Reason I'm not giving it any higher is because, as I said, he doesn't have any player traits like the finesse shot, Trivela, etc. But on base stats, this is one of the best finishes I've used so far this year. Now, the passing for me, overall, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. It's very, very average. I know the short pass and the vision are the ones you necessarily need, but overall, they're both a little bit average as well. But they can do the simple 1-2 passing, so that's obviously nice. Now, Julian for me is a little bit hard one to rank, because as I said, he's not unagile, don't get me wrong, but he's obviously not like the most agile card. So overall for this, I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. Now, if he had like technical to go with this, because I've used that Davor Suka, which is only an inch smaller than him, and Davor moves amazingly well because he's got that technical. So if this Morientes did have that or something along those lines, he would be very, very swift, but because he doesn't, it's very hit and miss on that agility front. Now, the physicals, me, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. Reason I'm giving it a 10 is because he's got stamina below 90 and also a little bit low aggression. If he had higher on both of them, I think it would be more like a 10. He's 6'1", got aerial plus, got power header, insane strength, insane stamina, insane jumping, and also insane head accuracy. Like, it's just a very, very good card if you're one of those to use a target man. So on to my overall score then. So for my overall score, I'm going to give him a 8.6 out of 10. He is actually a very good card. Obviously, he's not going to be the complete meta, and you're not going to see a lot of really good players use this card. But if you're like a Liverpool fan, or something along them lines with one of his clubs, or you just like a big tall striker that's a target man, I do actually recommend. He's probably one of the better ones, maybe behind like Haaland or something like that. But I feel like he's better than like the Miroslav Kloses, etc. But value for coins, I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed this card. It generally surprised me on a lot of the attributes, so I do recommend you picking it up if you want some kind of fun card, weird card. But obviously, he's not really the meta that you normally see with a 5-star skills cutback meta. But that's all for my review. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. As I said at the start, it genuinely does mean a lot to my channel. Now, if you want to see anyone in particular, let me know down in the comments down below. Or if you got any feedback, good or bad, I can take either. I don't mind. But I've got nothing more to say, so I'll see you next to you. And peace out, guys.